9 basically, since this is where we stopped. Or we read the after of 8. So yeah, that is still like at least 3 hours of text, I assume. So let's knock this down to 2 hours remaining. MT9, interpretation. I love interpreting my religion. But yeah, kind of spoilers. Who could see this coming? Yeah, last time we saw everyone awaken from the dream. They pulled the Matriarch out of the dream, and then we saw basically Tika's version of the Matriarch going like telling the history of Latavano. To nobody's surprise, they used to be basically Sakas. Yeah, you know every bit of lore of this video game, right? So you can stay. But yeah, I guess now we probably gonna shoot the Tikas or something. Actually, would it be ethical to kill them? But also, I think they're not really just a projection from the server underground of the Basilica. We probably gotta blow up the server or something like that, I assume. I feel like I did include this so nicely. Let's see. Loosen up the trigger finger, Fiammetta. I get the impression that Skull's stuck on your face until you get to fire off a few grenades. Hey, you know, who doesn't love some explosions? Thinking about a disgusting dream just makes me even angrier. Too bad it was entirely a dream. Look over there, way in the distance. What is this, the Holy Bush? The Shrine of Nurtury, still there. Let's go, Mastima, to the hospital. We need Lemon. Doesn't matter if what just happened was a dream or not. We need to make sure that... The fact that I'm the first person you thought of really means something to me, Fiammetta. It is Lemon, right? I'm so smart. She's back into the wheelchair, oh no. It's like, I guess she could only walk in the dream. Is that it? Was that the whole thing? It's not real. Man, Dream must have been so nice for her in a sense. Dream must have been so nice for a lot of people, I guess. But, you know, sometimes you need to wake up and go back to reality. Lemon? I'm so glad you're alright. Oh, are your legs? A little sore. What happened? I was running all over that dream until I was that tired. Getting sit down is a treat. Alright, the two of you can relax now. What the hell is going on here? It was only my second day after being created Cardinal. I was headed to the office like usual. Might have been the moment I stepped out at the front door. Maybe when I saw the swine. Okay, is it a good emote? Okay, it is a good emote. I will add it. Add it to live. I have already 50 emotes? That's crazy, man. Can't really say when I left reality. It all happened so naturally. What is it, Fiammetta? But Anton is also still here. All are here. Salvete, everyone. You know he is smart because he speaks Latin. I have over 170. That's even crazier, man. Cap. You're still keeping? What are you up to wearing that? A friend kept it for me. You have a very kind junior, Fiammetta. She told me this wasn't something to just throw away. Perhaps today I will finally reach my destination, reclothed in these vestments as I do so may be fate at work. Why you... Okay, I guess we're adding more emotes. Why would you be ever mad by being in this chat? I don't get it. That is something to spam the next time I reach bait chat. And then has an important role to play. Resolving your existing disputes is not a priority. Okay, I see every line I will... Okay, how could I say no to the pork? What is... Okay. It's been a while, Federico. I know who you are and how you like to get things done, and I'm a big fan. I know that according to the Courier's rules, Saints have the highest authority in emergency situations. But please give us a little time. Please keep it brief. See, this is like character development for him, right? Last time the four of us got together like this was that fateful mission, wasn't it? It's been 10 years. Man, the accident has been 10 years ago. It is really time to wake up. That's what they based on the whole side story. Reached the underground palace. Fiammetta got a distress signal from another team. Went to go help them. While Anduin was revising our tactics at the entrance. Okay, we've got another one. Mr. President, the fourth emote hit the towers. Are you just going through all of your Arknight emotes right now? We laughed as we shared the last of our chestnut scones. An old habit of our team. I remember the day well. We were so happy back then. Or those days would never end. Nobody could have imagined what would come next. You caused all this, Anduin, but you still refuse to tell the truth. Please repent. Our brief time together may have been one of life's accidents. Why does this Exo have like pink hair? Not that I like mind pink-haired anime girls, but this is not Exo red. That is pink. Or am I going crazy? But it was a precious one. I ruined it in a way I did not foresee. I understand how deeply you treasured that time, Fiammetta. Your love burned so hot. Singed the hearts of those around you. I always wanted to thank you for one thing. You were the one who taught me how to love Laterano, and then they hugged. Low contrast, fair. But at the same time, I knew I would hurt you, destroy what you so cherish. I'm a villain. It would be just for you to hate me. Okay, if you acknowledge that you're a villain, how about you just do good instead? You're trying to piss me off, and then... Whether or not I hate you is for me to decide, not you. I understand that. I mean, quit. Anduin is cool on me, but he does say things that makes him very punchable. Okay, I'm fortunate to have made a friend like you. Okay, why would you point a gun at me? Go do what you need to do. But remember, I won't forgive you. I never will. That's not very Christian of you, Fiammetta. These two are taking you to the Basilica, right, Anduin? It is I who is taking them, Lemon. That's a lot of ominous birds, no? Which means you're still determined to walk this path? Of course I am. Will it be dangerous? Of course it will be. Unknown might be the better word. Have you ever thought of stopping? Nobody ever stops, come on, have you never played Nier? But I'm the captain who attacked you, an arrogant, naive nurturer in a dream. My doubts, my fixations, my mistakes, they have all led me here. Okay, what do we have now in the gacha? That is kinda sad to see. Man, that is like despairing daughter. I cannot stop. Okay, he gets it at least. Alright then. It's hard to call Laterano paradise the way it is now. Sometimes you need to actually fight for your paradise, Quasi. That monster running rampant across the city. Those strange things you weird when wandering all over the place. Nobody really knows what's going on, or what will come next. The three of us need to work out a way to solve these issues and find Al, who's gone missing. As for you, your wounds look rather serious. You might die, Anton. We might die. And that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I know. We've talked about Okamaria, about its bell tower and its rainy nights, about the new child you buried in Sargon, about the miner's frozen legs you had to amputate in Ursus. He came around, told me about all sorts of places, and I remember them all. I always pitied you. I understood many of your opinions, and I never disagreed with you. I could never truly understand you. It was much the same for you. We are both clear on that matter, just as you know how grateful I am for your pity. I am a Lateran, aren't I? And in the end we always are. That is where you shine the brightest. I will always remember how you taught me to shoot a gun. Huh. Speaking of, where is that gun now? I left it in Laterano. 10 years ago, it was your final mission for a team of commandos. Even if nothing had happened, you would still have left. Which means these words came a little late, is all. Right. It's been far too long since that day, and I'm glad of it. Gratitude and blame no longer hang so heavy. Well then. I mean, I guess it helps that she is slowly approaching the point where she can walk again, right? I mean, she can kinda walk, but not for a long time. I think that was the thing she is at right now. Farewell, Anton. Lemon speaks no further. Mastema goes up to her wheelchair, looking Anton square in the eyes. Okay, time for more emote gacha, and this time that is big. I love the text for that emote. Beautiful. I know what you're about to say. No need to thank me. Farewell, Captain. This is where Fear Matter does at least say something nice to Anton, right? Fear Matter looks at Anton, then at her two friends. She stays silent. Farewell. Or not. She'll have more character development. Colonel Lemon. There are some tasks I must assign to the three of you. You're doing alright, Fear Matter. I'm fine. She's not looking fine. Fear Matter, it's fine. You can keep going if you'd like to. This thing might involve me, but I know it's not only my problem. And these past 2 years have taught me that. My voice. Why is my voice always dying if I read Arknight story? I picked the bottle away from me. Now, you cannot see because I'm a virtual butterfly on the internet, but right now I'm looking like longingly away from my desk where my bottle is standing, and I guess I will get up. I will be right there in a second. You can even keep hearing me speak. I'm so great at streamer, baby. Oh. My back is also slightly hurting. Okay, more link. Ah. I'm looking forward to the day where my back is not hurting after workout. Okay, it's not like it's hurting badly, it's just I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. This is where you should want to buy some McDonald's or something. Imagine if they would sponsor me. Anyways. We have a new emote gacha. Height weight, let's go. See, that is actually topical. It is Enfield though, so you know. I don't know, Masti. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I'm feeling that one. But, you know, since it's you. Yeah, I should really learn that too. Right, enough about that. Right now, if what Federica says is true, the most important thing is to act quickly. I forgot the last one. Wait, no, wasn't it the hydrate one? Am I? No, I did add it. No, I think it should be added. Yeah. I forgot the Saria pit. What? Why? Okay. That is an armpit. I don't question it. I guess we just add it. I guess I will. Yeah. I saw now. I saw. Alright, enough about that. Right now, if what Federica says is true, the most important thing is to act quickly. Good thing there's no arms control in real life. Yippee! See, that is why real life is better than any dream. Like, why would I think dream of a utopia if I cannot even have gun? Like, actually, the Americans living the best life right now, right there. We just don't get it. I can blast those monsters as soon as I see them. I'll cover you, just like the old days. Wait a sec, Lemon. Federica just said that Sanctus who attacked them will fall. Falling's no walk in the park. Trust me on that. About half of the people awake in the city are Sanctus. Without their numbers, we won't be able to stop such a large possession. Unless we add in those fallen angels in the Vavi Federico mentioned. Wait, he said they were pretty emotionally charged and didn't know what they were up to. Not to mention that he's only got temporary command over them. It's good enough. Not like they need steady nerves. Excuse me. Or pure intentions to help out. Relax, I'll handle them. I'm a fallen angel too. I spent lots of time outside of Laterano. You can just swipe everyone with ice cream. It's a universal truth. You got any better choices for Angel Wrangler? It still won't be enough. The situation on the road from the Shrine of Nurtury to the Basilica is too complex. Need to get administrative permissions for the roadside facilities along the way ASAP. I'll head back to the 7th Tribunal for a bit. By yourself? Don't trust my wheelchair skills? You make me mad. She actually installed some Nitro on that thing. Vic, let's have up your ear tufts a bit. Since the two of you have everything planned out, what else is there for me to add? Let's split up, teammates. Yippee. We have to go now, children. Yuko, help take care of our new Sancta friends, alright? Yes, sister. Where did Senor Nurturer go? Did he stop caring about us? Yeah, he hates you. Yeah, he just has to go handle a few things for a little while. Think about it. We don't know each other very well, so if he didn't promise me he'd come back, why would I agree to take care of you? Oh, you're right. Right. Would you like to hear the story of how the lost Sahidian captured the Castle of Dreams? That sounds cool. Or maybe how the Keshek poured gold to marry the Princess of Gaul, but the gold turned to sandstorm, burying Lingoness. That sounds like cool side stories we can get one day. That's not what we learned in history class. They're not stories you'd hear from the Jedi. You'd hear in Laterano. I can tell them to you while we walk. Here, some fat from Parshia. We haven't eaten since we got into the city. Making up tall tales for children again, Rita. Hey, you know, if it works, it works. You need to give them something to believe in. I'm curious, do other Kukulkan treasure the knowledge in your heads as much as you do? I've never met another of my kind. Well, you should try Rhodes Island. If I can turn that knowledge into stories for children with a little tweaking, that means there's still some use for it. Otherwise, it will just be a scattering of pale fragments in my mind. With a surprisingly flexible mindset. Alright, are you disappointed? About what? You traveled all this way to Latavano, to your holy land. It wasn't apples and fireworks that welcomed you, or a laughing god of universal salvation. Instead, you've got rampaging demons. Well, it's a sign that you are the Messiah. You came here to the promised land to save it or something. I am disappointed, but not completely. Have I ever told you how I became a nun, Orvida? Please do. It all started 23 years ago. As you know, I wandered around Bolivar from a young age. It wasn't hard to survive. My knowledge proved useful on that front. As for my parents, if I forgot what they looked like, they still managed to fill my head with lots of things. I couldn't understand the more complicated parts. They pointed to the black floor, the far edge of the sea, the depths of the dunes of gold, even the space beyond the stars. They spoke of ways after ways, secret after secret. Not a good fit for a place like Bolivar. Which is why I hate them, Orvida. Everywhere I look, I see soldiers fighting over men and money, artillery firing left and right, and Bolivarians caught in the crossfire. And all I had were pale fragments. And I was 13 when I met a nun. A band of 2 Bolivarian guerrillas had robbed her. Man, can't believe monkeys get away with crimes like this, SMH. She was gravely injured, leaning against a rock and close to death. When I got close, I could hear her singing, and she sang about... Oh, okay, yeah, questioning statue, hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. I enjoyed the meme. Bolivar Mansion, that's not a real country yet. I didn't play a side story in there. But there are more mentions of Bolivar. Surely it will never become relevant. Her bandages had fused with her festering wounds. She must have been in so much pain in the final moments of her life. Yet she was still so serene. Okay. Or you know, I do like the questioning more. The disappointed, you know, it does make me feel the sad feelings, but oop. It was a hymn, one that had always been in my mind, one that I had pored over in puzzlement countless times. Abode of our Lord, fond of parental love. He punishes evil and drives out injustice. All shall bask in his love, whether they have scars or stones. I love my inclusive God. Until that very moment, when some of those pale fragments took on color and form, came together into something called Latavano. So you took up her habit. I did. Even if paradise is pure and spotless white, to me, cannot compare to the very first time I heard that hymn. But Noita, forget everyone else. Take the kids and follow that Parshia girl. It looks like she knows her way around town. Alright, wait, you're staying at the Tower of Revelations? Last one? Okay. This is the good one. It's okay. But the executor said, the story is good, the story is good. A long since fallen sancta doesn't need to listen to a saint. The night we fled Bolivar, I told you why I wanted to come back. I kinda still wonder where it overall goes. I feel like in a sense, I mean, I guess I didn't have it like really straight out told like that, but I mean it was kind of very clear with, or at least what I could imagine, that yeah, the Sancta being basically the sentence of Sarkas that came to Yippee. I guess it's gonna be interesting to see what is actually up with the Pope at this point, where he went to, what happened to him. Yeah, that is a good question. Revenge? I saw that old bastard to my sculptures now. He's at the head of the pack. I won't let him go. But we have our own obsessions when it comes to Latavano, neither. It's strange seeing the Basilica devoid of people. Follow me, please, Arturia. Here it is. The pillars of scripture? Between those two pillars is a slab engraved with the saints' travels. Plus the halos of the saints' statues in the same order as listed on the slab. Then I push this wall. I have reported to His Holiness here many times before, but I never noticed this hidden mechanism. It's time to put more points into perception. Maybe because you've never doubted Laterano. I hope what you're about to see will not sway your faith. Look at my AI. Look at the Sibyl system. Oh? I'm looking forward to it already. Anduin followed the Pope down here once. He had passed the buried bones of saints, past statues and statues showcasing their deeds, walked through thousands of years of Latavano before arriving at the end of history. But Anduin suspects his memories are still in disarray. The former white of the corridors gone, entirely replaced with the dour, cold sheen of iron. Maybe it's the server sorted as doing server things. I don't remember it being that blocky down here either. Statues of saints still line the path, but bizarrely shaped lumps of machinery protrude from the walls, engulfing their arms, eyes and legs. I guess everything is getting assimilated. It seems like devils have had their ways with our history. I thank you for your warning, Anduin. I would have been much more surprised otherwise. No, his face has changed. Anduin furrows his brow. Off in the distance, he sees the red light blinking faintly. He knows what it is. We see that red light? That is our god. That's where we're going, but we should only be seeing it much further down this corridor. Stay alert. A cloaked guard suddenly appears. The moment he sees Federico, he starts firing. There's no room for negotiation. Alert! Repeat, alert! Intruder sighted. Eliminating on sight. No, you could have at least asked what we're doing here, right? What if somebody just stumbles here on accident? An ear-piercing siren begins to wail. As more and more guards fill into the trial's field of view. Blurry visages hide beneath their cloaks, like spirits in shadow. While the halos shine all the more dazzling. The guards protecting the Shrine of Nurtury in the Dream are now here. This means we're in the right place. Stand behind me. Let's go, it's more of my daughter. This isn't a dream. It's obviously still reality. So might all the color. It's been erased. Beastus. It's quiet here. You won't be disturbed by all the commotion over there. He stands at the corner, looking out across the deathly silence, completely unguarded against you. I guess now there's no actual possibility of killing her anymore, right? But I don't like it, Liva. It's perhaps too quiet. But we have no other choice, do we? She's not limiting me, Doctor. Mia's not here. I can guarantee I can hold her off, but I'll do my best. Relax, you're safe. I just came here for a talk. I won't allow you to be disturbed by the chaos the Sanctus caused. I thought you were still locked up in Waltz Island. It doesn't matter, compared to what's currently on my mind. Me? Sorry, Doctor. She might have shown up because of me. I never thought she'd catch on to me when I tried to access PCS. But you caused the calamity? Calamity? I see only the evolution of a species, the pointless struggle of life. Everything happening in Latavano right now is a product of PCS's autonomous deviations, and it was recalibrated beforehand, turning it to its original purpose. Of course, it has adapted to the focus of the original project since. It is Booby Evil Ex-Wife, yes. Speaking of progress, ours has slowed far behind projections, Liver. I know, I'm falling behind of reading to this. I mean, I should still be able to... I mean, I finished this week. This for sure, and then, like, hopefully 2 weeks is enough for chapter 16, and then I will see how I stream Arknight's story. It's gonna be sad. This is the last one. Okay, let's see. What is the original purpose? Man, I guess this is how my evil ex-wife gets me after all these years. Original purpose? Good to know you haven't lost your curiosity. PCS was an experiment developed using bionics, though we were never able to understand its true nature. There was also the risk of it disrupting the subject's cognitive functions when used, but in the end, does it even matter? Well, in the face of Krim disaster, it was still poured into service ahead of schedule. I love that during calamities the ethics committee goes out of the window. It can reduce barriers to communication and strengthen the bonds between individuals, while maintaining thinking abilities and personality. This offered many benefits to our soldiers and scientists. It has been gathering dust since it was left behind on Terra, but as you know, Liver is still far from operating to its full potential. What connection does it have to the original project? Don't get excited, Liver. I'll explain everything. Yippee, so we'll get more lore reveals, thank you. Maybe you're still evil, but not as evil. However, your new companion seems like she has something to say to you. Bad news, Doctor. I can't find a way out of here. The goal is still original. This might be the future of Latavano. As keen an intuition as ever, but one that lacks basic knowledge. Well, sorry, I fell on the head when I was in my sarcophagus for too long, okay? Also just realized that she kinda has the Wombus on your design as a belt. The Wombus will follow me, no matter where I go. This is just a vision of a possible future I conjured up for you using the PCS system. No more time, no more color. A place locked in eternal stasis. Who are you, the witness? It is rare for us to have a chance to walk together, Liver. Come, leave behind these conflicts that have nothing to do with you. You're afraid I will access the PCS system. I sense hate in your voice. I understand. You basically killed Kal'Tsit. It's because of Armor 10, you're Kal'Tsit. I at least acknowledge her name. Crazy would say that. I know, right? Left in such a hurry last time. You still have many doubts you have not yet cleared, while I have many conjectures I must confirm with you. Something strange about the way she's acting. Expression's different from when she was back on the deck. I could try an attack. I feel like it's really worthless. But await those talents. Respect that you've given yourself a name, monster. fucking 8 pieces, but I still hope we make up. I guess I could kinda see it. Depends how they will want to go with the story. I mean, I very much see the story arc go. I mean, the overall conflict really will be between, yes, just proving Priest is wrong, right? But that is what the story arc will be about, either getting fully rid of her or making her also, what would be more beautiful for sure, see the whole way of thinking of Woods Island, so we can basically get PTAS back and she helps us when we then in the fourth and final story arc actually confront this ominous civilization destroying evil. And otherwise, I guess they will be going a lot on with the theater. I feel like just she's set up as a parallel to she's Jesus. She's fucking Jesus. But yeah, that she's gonna be parallel to basically Amiya. You know, the Doctor has his, like, Countess adopted daughter, same for Priestess. And then they go like, one hates Originum, the other goes like, Originum is the source of life, and then we will hug. I respect that you've given yourself a name, monster, but I understand your fundamental underpinnings better than you do. If you want Armor 10 back, I can help you, Lyra. You know where to find me. That isn't... I guess that's one way to entice the Doctor to join her. Everyone should adapt a Countess or a Cactus. I should get a Cactus. At some point, I should get a Cactus. I know that's what you want too, monster. Eh? Don't get taken in by her, monster. This isn't her real body. I mean, that is kind of obvious. You have always clung to the connection between matter and reality. Originum is the language we created, so naturally I can use it to make my words heard by whoever I want. It is so for you, it is so for that machine. Man, are we actually gonna destroy... What would actually happen if we destroyed, like, the server? Is it deciding all the laws of, like, Latavano? Would all the Sancta become fallen at an instance? How would it work? I guess I probably will see, or maybe not. Response to me, propagated, and created an even larger cage to perform a new round of calculations. But also, I don't think they would go so far and making everyone a fallen. That's a lot of new sprites to make and everything. Game developers are lazy, okay? So it has to be something else. The machine operates on its installed logic, seeking the condemnation of itself and its community that has achieved emotional resonance. But in your haste, you decided this wasn't ever to be stopped. Even those Sanctas regarded as rejection from the law. Follow me, Lyra. Witness a true crisis with your own eyes. Every department of the Curia has its own offices. Basilica is merely ceremonial. There should not be such a complex space beneath it. Yeah, well, that's how they got away with this. Must perform one final round of testing. You said you went down a one-way passage before, right, Anton? But we've changed direction 6 times, and now we are here again. 7, actually, but who counts? We head back. I guess it's not a protection mechanism. The 3 of them return to their former position, a platform one where the white of a church blends with the black of machinery. Underneath weak the fat light emanating from an unknown source. Disorder, chaos, imbalance, danger. No matter if from an architectural or religious point of view, shape and structure has lost all meaning. They cannot stop themselves from wondering if they are still Latavano. I mean, there's still kinda a cross in the back or something, so let's go, church. Ludovico and Arturia stop walking at the same time. This is an exceedingly familiar experience. Before they met the Witch King, they wandered an infinite flight of stairs. There's no need to go any further. This is a derived structure that did not originally exist. I do not know the principles or processes behind it. Thus without a doubt warped space here. We are an incomprehensible maze, so just shoot. He is preventing us from approaching. Who? The god of the Sancta, the answer to everything. Don't expose our position, Feedy. I don't sense any human emotions coming from them. Well, they still can shoot you. Are they really Sanctas, or are the machines here to tidy up the maze? I assume they are also just projected. Most likely the same as the organisms above ground. Ordinary Sanctas attack them, they will fall. Good. The deeper we go, the more of them there are, and the stronger their empathy becomes. We beat back a wave of them, and that just wasn't another. We end up completely overwhelmed. The process is moving at a fast pace, and will not need much time to arrive at the Basilica. It's highly unlikely Cardinal Lemon's team will be able to stop the advance completely. We must learn the entire truth about this calamity. We have wasted too much time already. Perhaps I may be of some use. You are severely wounded. I leave the patrols to the two of you, but when it comes to pathfinding, I happen to be rather good at that. Did I ever tell you of my previous job experience? Light gathers an entrance palm. Arts? He will perform a miracle. Thank you, Andon. You shouldn't go so far, Senor Jamie. I didn't see you all day. I only found out you came to the beach after asking around. I just wanted to find something to eat. Don't think the sea fog would be this thick. Even if there wasn't any fog, pirates roam these parts. Yeah, and pirates have food on them. Baby Andwin. He is very stern for being a child, not gonna lie. You shouldn't leave Rocca Maria just because you feel like it. At least ask me to come with you next time. Alright. Speaking of, was that your arch just now? The fog was so dense, couldn't even sense my own shoes. Thought I'd be lost forever, but then a ray of light came by. I thought someone managed to repair the logical lighthouse or something, at a local lighthouse. No need to be so dramatic. I'm just glad I managed to help you. But Anton, I heard you people use guns, custom-made ones. Well, he isn't old enough yet, I think. Yeah, maybe he does kind of look around the age, I guess. Also heard your homeland, the place called Latavano, is a universal paradise. My home is Rocca Maria. I was born here and raised here, Senor Jamie. Let's go home. I'll carry the food. The light parts the dawn mist, and our quarry's line of sight is blocked. I will show the way. Now's your chance, fear matter. Okay, I will hide, wait. Can't believe you actually want me to take care of myself. The light parts the dawn mist. Now Quarry's line of sight is blocked. I will show the way. Now's your chance, Fiammetta. Do we actually, after all this key juggling seed incident? Goddamn. Lemon, Mossimer, sweep the battlefield. Understood, Captain. Not bad, Anton. Keeping a trick up your sleeve like that. There's way too many bandits in this gang. Without the arts, we wouldn't have been able to resolve things this quickly. It was an unconscious reaction. It got me and others out of trouble a few times, before I got my Guardian gun. Without it, I wouldn't have been able to find Laterano. Nearly forgot you only got your gun the day before you joined the Pontifical cohorts. Huh. But you're pretty good with it. Can tell you never used it before. I guess this is why Lemon actually taught him. It's part of Laterman's life, isn't it? I should be practiced with it. Besides, as I found out recently, guns and halos are what keep Laterano invincible. Yeah. Turns out, to defend your country you actually need guns, I guess. Doesn't need a glimmer of mine. Maybe you do, huh? Talking about that stuff again, and then? Sorry. This operation's gone pretty off the rails compared to the original plan from the Pontifical cohorts. Should we write up the details as is? Whatever. I'm sure you'll polish up the final report. But what about the places outside Laterano? How many Rocamarias, how many lonely islands are there beyond the reach of the faith? I cannot forget. I can see. I guess he has seen so much suffering around the world. And then? Is it Laterano or... No, there's no difference. If to the spiritual light, even the darkest stain can be cleansed. If, with a pious heart, even a savage monster can wade out of the mud. Does that mean there are no lonely islands beyond the reach of the faith? Iberia reference? That's not a real place, just because like Florence is from there. Then, why is it that all I've seen, everyone I've known, couldn't be saved? There must be something missing. Something I overlooked. A path. Not a power, nor a place, but simply a path. Path that leads from present torments to future salvation. If you can show me the future, then you must know the path that leads to it. Tell me. Show it to me. The Colossus of Nothingness swims through gaps in space-time. Does not respond to Anton. Details of that strange yet also real sight begin to warp and flow with its silence. Everything is smeared with a thick layer of clouds. No. I need to know more! Can you hear what I'm saying, Anton? Put that thing down. Oh, he needs his vision of Sancta and Sarkas. No, Lemon. You don't know what I saw. I can't stop here. Light bursts forth from Anton's hand, like a plant rushing headlong into season, blooming as if about to wither. He wants to part the clouds. He wants to see the relational clarity. He wants to grasp onto the possibility. I mean, learning how they actually did turn Sancta could, if he could have done just applied it in real life without, the dream stuff and everything, and only to the people that wanted it, could have maybe helped a lot, but it is what it is. From then on, once more did he set foot on a journey, bearing sin and evil upon his back. He guided foreign believers to Laterano, searching for an answer. But he had no time to share what he saw, the truth that nearly shook him to his core. He had walked so many paths, yet what was the one thing that remained constant? The suffering? The pain? The despair? We'll always remember that year, the year the salt wind buried his soul, the emotions he bore in his heart as he left Rocamaria. That was the starting point of his journey. The sound of the executor fighting the patrols do not stop. Anduin does not hold back as he casts his arts, an endless font of light flowing from his body, finding its way into the depths of the maze. Rather than a harsh light, it is gentle, perhaps even dim, like sunlight caressing a patch of autumn leaves, tracing the paths to which they fall. He asks himself, Pathfinder, where does this path end? Until finally, a glaring red light cuts off his arts. He made it into the mainframe. Once he saw that alongside Evangelista the 11th, once he found himself shaken. The light is more icy, or piercing, or dangerous than before. I figured maybe the Pope would be down here. What the hell happened to the Pope? But Anduin does not close his eyes. He knows that Cold Machine is his lord, his god, foundation of his faith. Anduin faces God. He does not turn away. He has thought and he has lost. He has pondered and he has doubted. A sharp pain runs through him. It only takes a moment for his vision to go dark. But at the same time, he has God's answer. Welcome home, child. Oh, this is where it stops. Okay, but it's also, I think, where I stop. It's kinda unreal, but we spent like 50 minutes on like one thing. So yeah. So next time we'll start with the 9 after. Is anybody I know streaming? Maybe lazy. Maybe somebody like Ali streaming, Ali Sant or right. It's perfect. I can actually read OC. Yippee! It makes sense. It is the new month. It is so true. So she is playing Stardew Valley. But we're gonna say hi to OC. She's like a cool person, I've heard. So yep, thanks everyone for watching. Tomorrow at like the usual time-ish, we will finish the side story then. That will be nice. Thanks for coming around. Also, go check out Mastisa. You know the man. Also, go check out Argumi. You also know the man. They are cool people. And yes, bye bye. Have a nice week. Why is my button not working? Why is it not me? Okay. Why does it say it's waits, but it didn't move me? Okay, well, goodbye.